Disclaimed. We're all disclaimed. Hi guys. We're going to figure out how to do two people at once. It's doable. We're just not sure how to do it with OBS. So we're going to get it sorted out. Woo Wonka. Oh, now you got the W. You got the two W's back, right? And here I was just trying to get back to just straight Wonka, and now you're back to W Wonka. Forever you're Woo Wonka to me. Okay, I got a good list here. I guess you guys can see me all right here. Don't forget, like the video. Oh, helps with agro. Woo Wonka, give it some encouragement to our viewers. Yeah, members, please help us. It's funny. We get about half and half. We get about half people view it the same day, and then half view it overnight because I see the numbers of who watches. All right, so first up here, we might as well get started. Okay, so PK, this is the kind of chart that I look at, and so this is from Joseph Maniac. Joseph Mena Inc. That's what I think we have. Looks like Joseph Maniac. I'm going with Joseph Maniac. Okay, Joseph Maniac. So I look at this, and here, so I can't help but like, how do you not see this, right? How is this not like just a massive, okay, accumulate? I mean, I suppose you could probably do it like this, right? You'd be pretty classic Wyckoff, right? Are we accumulating? Attempt right now? Is it textbook? Fuck. It's probably not, right? But I'm not a Wyckoff expert, but I can recognize accumulation. So this for Joseph Maniac. I'm teasing you, Joseph. I think it is Mena Inc. It's my assumption, right? So when someone says I'm interested in, I don't even know what they are. Pre-research. There's so many crypto coins, I have no idea what they're doing. It almost doesn't matter, right? So we can look up here and say, okay, well, they've been as high as 48 cents, right? They were doing something right, crypto bull. Now, all of it back, right? And we're back to the POC, right? Now, that's POC for the entire history of the chart. So, well, excuse me. I mean, so your eye kind of wants to do, something like this, right? So we're not going to call that corrective, right? It's a launch rocket, right? So, all right, so there's that. Now, is this clean? Not really, right? Kind of looks more like a 5 there. So you're going to have to do A, B. I mean, it's see, I'm sure some PK can probably get a count on this, right? Now, PK is he, as you guys know, he is our most advanced Elliottician, so most credentialed, let's say it that way. He can probably get a count on this. For me as a trader, right, because I consider myself trader first, to a trader that uses Elliott Wave, this just feels to me like there's almost no point in it. Like, okay, can we get it labeled and be valid? Probably. Okay, but I'm assuming Joseph is interested in the long side. I mean, what you're trying to short it, right? So I think we're exclusively looking at longs here. So let's, now he was asking for it in log scale. So let's look at it in log scale as he's requesting it. Now it opens it up, right? We can, okay, there's something to work with here. And, there's kind of a threat, like, okay, well, here, let me get this little thing. All right, this is pretty hard to miss, right? Lower, right? It's like, why would anyone in their right mind be thinking to buy there until, all of a sudden, what? I mean, literally spells it out for you. By the way, in case you guys don't know, change of character did not come from ICT or, this current crop of technicians, right? That came from Wyckoff. That's who came up with change of character. Just point of clarification. Let's give credit where credit is due. Lower, low. Break it. Just structure breaks all the way down. Okay, well then something changed here, right? We get a change of character. So now if you look at that, okay, well maybe we go to a 4. Do we have something that has a little more structure to it? Now I'm going to take some of this off because that can be. Oh, this is a good one here that I mentioned on the last live stream, because it's a free one. Like, so for any of you guys that are like, oh, Sonar Labs is good, but fuck, $60 a month. It's all relative, right, as to whether you can afford it and whether it makes money for you. This one, price. Let me show you this one because it's really quite good. for a free market structure. Price action concepts, Hunter Algos. Don't know the guy, have no relationship. It's free, so it's not an affiliate link. It's just for all those people go, there's something there to that market structure. I might like to, fuss with that a little bit. Well, there's a free one that's pretty damn good. It looks a lot like Lux Algo, which I don't know, for some reason, I don't get a good vibe from those guys. They seem a little snaky. Okay, so what do we got here? This is a 4-hour. Still, excuse me, it's still not particularly sexy, Elliott. Can we make it work? Well, boy, see, this is what do you do with that, right? I mean, the volume is probably so low here. This is just, is it even technical, right? I mean, this is so, it's so ugly. You kind of, we even have the algo here. Well, coming back the other direction. Right, we did pause here, so we're to and through. Let's go up one. To and through here, right? So that's a good sign. Now this is all log scale, right? So that's certainly not a great looking launch there. So what do you do with it? Well, if you're trying to apply Elliott, this kind of maybe a triangle with AB4-ish. Again, I just think the Elliott is almost a disservice here because it's so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to call that 1, 2. I don't think that way. This is me, right? And I'm going to get PK's input on this as well. I just see this channel, right? It's ugly Elliott, but we got a change of character now. We got structure breaks here. This is internal, right? We're going to need to take out this here. Oh fuck! Here, come here. Right, so we got to close above that, right, to have a true, more significant break of structure. This is all internal, little, literally internal breaks of structure. Here's a major change of character, but to get up here, okay. So if you were looking at this for a long, okay, well this is kind of encouraging, I guess, right? We take it out of log scale, right? It's not going to look as dramatic, but at least okay, we got to start on something here. This is, to some degree, it's the lack of volume that creates this kind of sloppy price action, which is why I think for the Elliott, is it the right tool for the job? Really, that's the question, right? Is Elliott the right technical tool to use here? I'd probably pause there myself. PK probably feel differently. 1, 2. Well, you probably get a 2 there. You've got an impulse here. So maybe here, let's just, sometimes, right, you throw it up there and see if it flies. There's 3, the shortest. Let's make sure it's not. No, we're good there. So with 3, okay, maybe, right? So if for Joseph, if I'm assuming you're looking for the long side, okay, well this might get a little more interesting down lower, but really even just looking at it here, this looks like where I'd be interested, right? Coming down here to the golden zone here where I've got at least some support, right? Potential, right? It's always just potential support. Looks like he might be starting on something there. So okay, give me something like this. I might be interested, but I wouldn't go very heavy on this. I mean, you're buying it at 2 cents, right? I mean, that's part of the attraction, right? And that can be deceptive, right? So you look at it and you go, "Fuck, it's 2 cents, big fucking deal," right? Well, it's all relative, right? It's all relative. This might be of interest down here. At least we've got some high volume here. Where okay, if it comes down here, maybe I can start to stitch to get. Oh shit! Hang on. Sorry guys, that's the wife. Maybe we start to stitch something together here, but that's about as far as I'd be. Well, you got a little demand zone right here. That's kind of how I would approach that. So let's see if I can bring in PK's counsel here because I can't get him on screen. Would you have a different view of that, PK?
I wouldn't look at that part necessarily. I would look at what happened before.
On the larger degree?
Yeah, like if you look at, you can see that expanding triangle on the down left.
Are you on the daily?
Well, you're good right now.
Right here?
Daily fine. You're just under just under your cursor.
Under here?
You can see the no, left up.
This.
Yeah, this is expanding triangle, and what's good about it is that the triangles are one correcting move before the last move.
Wait a sec.
So
Would you be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? A, B,
Yeah.
C, D, E?
that's it.
Yeah, I think that's A, B, C, D, E.
So that's your 4 for sure. No matter
Right.
what happened before.
All right, so 4, there's the 5, right? So yeah, so we can structure. I see this is
And the whole thing from the beginning of the top, like
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, right? So we can,
yeah, that's important. So you need 5 to end something.
okay, so see the benefits of having PK on, right? This maybe we'll make this a habit. All right, so I got a 1, 2, 1, 2, oh fuck, doesn't matter, right? There's the expanding triangle, right? Down to a 5. So I have a pivot. Okay, now we start to come back the other direction. Gets a little more interesting down here. So at least you'd have some structure to work with. But this, we're going to need to, well, that would be the 4. Really, this as well. These are the big ones. And you could. This is actually one of the nice features of this market structure. To show me the bulk of this is selling, which would make sense. So if we come back up here, then the thought would be, oh shit, I've moved this thing. If this is a 2 and we're coming back up here towards a 3, well, you're going to have selling pressure here, right? So you have the combination of, okay, maybe, right? It's always a hypothesis. Maybe you have, not everybody got filled here. You have potentially, right, bears defending. So you're going to have to get through that and then come back and test. And then now what would we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So you can anticipate you're going to have some pretty good resistance there. And then if we start to, okay, let's use our tools. Well, lo and behold, what do we got right here? Right? That would be our 3. If we could get that, but this is going to be a hurdle to clear, and then you're going to have another one up here. But that's as I see it, right, trying to keep it relatively simple. So this is a good call here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's something you don't see actually that often. An expanding triangle.
And I sent you a rough sketch of what the total count is.
Let me
So
see.
that you can see.
Yeah, this is right. So this would be AB, right? So okay, right. So I feel like I'm cheating having him on with me, but right, this. So we can come all the way back out here to get the whole thing. So let's get it put back together.
So if you use
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
it will make more sense.
Yeah. A, B. Oh, this is. How are you doing that? Oh shit! Now I can't even see.
Just exit log.
So this now you. Oh, so this is C, right? So this is kind of handy, right? So you can see, you guys can see PK's count. A, B, right? That's what I had. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That flies, right? So multiple. Right, that's contracting triangle, expanding triangle. That's pretty unusual. 2, 3, 4. We finished for the 5, and now we're starting up here. Oh, so convenient to have an expert on the line with me here. Okay, so now we come back to this. Okay, let's see if we
So
can.
now we need a proper impulse,
Yeah.
and then we long the retrace and hope for the best, right?
Yeah, that's really all you can do. So there's the whole setup. So okay, so I told you PK could get this labeled. I look at it and go, okay, well, we're down here. I got a starting point. So we kind of end up at the same location, right? He's just filling in the blanks here. This, I might have missed this, right? This is, would not have been top of mind, right? So good that he spotted that. That's when you're lost, right? This is almost always when you're, what the fuck is that, right? Triangle. All right, so there. So Joseph, that's a bit of a hurry up and wait, right? You've got, it's developing, but it's not quite ripe, and you'd want to buy the retrace, right? We're not, as I think I've made a pretty solid point of. Now you put it in context here on the daily. This looks like, well, that would be the ideal. Well, here we'll do the whole thing, right? You get the whole perfect spot for it. But you're going to have to wait. Now this is, if it starts to kick a little bit, careful about the FOMO. Right, the whole point to a trade like this is getting the right entry location. So if you're buying it up here because you're like, oh, it's starting to go right now, you've taken on more risk than is necessary. Now I know you can say, well, what if it goes, right? Well, welcome to FOMO, right? What if it goes? That's the definition of FOMO. So you're going to have to be disciplined, right? To say, oh, well, because you have to look at it and go, well, okay, let's say it only comes to the 38. There's a low volume node here, whatever, right? For whatever reason, it pivots here, and you're like, son of a bitch, I missed the thing. Okay, did you though really miss it? Is it going to? Probably not, right? There's almost always a retrace. So you can't, FOMO it's so easy to give into it, but it's such an unnecessary error to make in the markets, because there's very, very high, there's no absolutes in the market, but there's an extremely strong probability you're going to get a retrace, because I mean, if I don't know what the volume of people that would be trading this, but if somebody catches something up here, we get up to 6 cents, there's going to be some impulse to take profit, right? FOMO, fear of giving it all back. What would we call that? FOGB, I don't know. Fog bottom. Right, so fog butt. I don't know what we'll have to come up with something for that. Right, there's no, even if you missed all this, oh son of a bitch, it's up to 8 cents. I missed the whole fucking thing. Right? No, you didn't. What are we expecting here next? Back to the POC, right? So, I missed all of that. Did you really? If it's going to go, right, there's 17 cents. That would be a home run, monster hit. Did you miss it? Right now, I'm hypothesizing here. We don't have this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, right? You're likely. Get that up there. Ooh, how about that for a free draw? You're buying at 3 cents again. So I guess to some degree that whether you concur with that or you're like, well, hey, wait a minute, look at all that trading I would have missed here. Now, okay, that's making the assumption you're going to get the retrace and that you're going to get every swing just right, which odds are you're not. So, it's more of a thought process of, okay, if I want to position to see this thing go to 20 cents or whatever, what did it go to? 40 cents, right? If we're gonna position for that, it's more of a long-term swing trade in my view, rather than to take something like this that is this chop sloppy and try and short-term trade it. My view would be that would be the mistake. That would be the wrong approach here. It doesn't have enough volume yet to really support that, to where you'd have a whole lot of conviction in the TA. I mean, look at it. But we start to roll here, right? And some volume comes in to attract some attention of some other players. Again, I have no idea what their use case is, what their purpose is, if they even have one. Don't know. Let's hope that they do, right? For Joseph's sake. All right, okay, something like this. Now I got something to work with. Now, right? I get all this juiciness to work with. Oh, okay. Came off the low, right? We got a 5. We start with a 5. I get an impulse. I get my first retracement. There's the money ball right there.
Essential local concern. That doesn't help, but you're going to see why.
Yeah. Okay. So this being okay. So let's go in there. These collaborations are kind of fun for me. Okay. All right. Let's freeze me up here. Okay. So.
I do reopen just the email.
What? Yeah, I see it, but I can't see the. Was that an hourly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. It's hard for me to see it because on Discord. Okay, 1. We'd have to go 2 here. Oh no, you're gonna. No, pardon me. I see it. You're gonna go 1, 2 lower, right? You're gonna go 1.
And change to line. It's gonna be easier for you because of these wicks. They don't really help.
Yeah, they don't. Oh, this isn't, they changed that around. A, B, C. All right, so, okay, that looks good.
Impulse to C, it's not going to be so obvious that the retracement is done.
Well, so now this is where, someone's got to make a decision, how hard do they want to lean on the Elliott, right? Is that your foundational approach here? This is a little...
Yeah.
Is it there? Right? I don't know what I'm saying. So, Joseph, my thought would be, okay, it's kicking, right? It's signs of life. You'd want something that sets up here nicely, right? And you wouldn't want to risk any less than, I wouldn't let it go beyond 2 cents. So if you're buying down here at 265, again, it's all percentage, right? So it sounds like, oh fuck, I'll throw it. Yeah, you're kind of stuck with that.
Or maybe not leverage, just the spot.
Yeah, I completely agree there. So we'd come down here. Now you're going to want to see the reaction because you don't know. So you're going to want to see some signs of life here, and then you can take that retrace, right? Right? Before you know it, okay, now I got something, right? So if we were to get something like this, you're still buying in the same location, whether you're going to call this an expanded B or if it kicks higher, you're still buying down in this 2.5 cents, 260, somewhere in that range. Now, if you come out of here with this, okay, again, it's careful about filling in those big, Lambo dreams, right? It's okay. If you got an impulse here, that would be a victory, considering where it's come from. All of this. Whew. So, okay, that's enough on that one. It's kind of handy to have PK here with me. Okay, so let me get over here and see what's next. Okay, thanks, Joseph. I think Joseph must be. I think he's a new member. Okay, Ben B, always rock solid. Oh, well, you're telling me you got some below. Okay, so I'll come back to you, Ben B. Now let's see. Well, this will be fun. I got PK on the line giving me Tesla here. Tesla, I'm my last two trades. Big losers. Uh-oh. Important interruption. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck? What the fuck? You ever seen that before?
Yeah, it happened to me today.
Jeez, I've never seen this before. Okay, that's the copy. Okay, so let's see. So now everybody should be able to see this. Okay, so this is kind of handy. I kind of like this, PK. You may have, I know you were just offering to help out today, but then maybe we'll make this a regular thing. Okay, so I know this may not always fit your work schedule. Oh, you're giving me a 30-minute? Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right.
Well, you can choose.
Yeah. Let me come out just a touch. Okay.
Because I have plenty of ideas out there, so
yeah, I know.
You can pick whichever one. You
See, this is the blessing and the curse of being that good at Elliott, right? There's always another count. So, so here's is this our all-time high? It's got to be.
Yeah.
This is our all-time high. So this is the. This actually where I've had two losers in here trying to get long in there. Okay, so a couple things, right? So always, where's the algo? What did it do last? Oh shit, I'm going to change that because so I can do it that way, right? Okay, so did we get it here? Are we log? We are log. Okay, right? Second target. Since you gave it to me in log, I'll keep it there. 1, 2. Oh, you're going for a 3? Really? Interesting.
Well, you can have either 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3 of the diag expanded.
1, 2. So so we have to go 5 here, right? So this is 5, 3.
Yep.
5. Overlap. So so I see you're thinking leading diag. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 leading diag.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe, right? It's kind of iffy here. Okay, so we got. That looks good. So what do we do with this? Is there?
The reason why I say perhaps because my macro has a diag as an A wave down.
This one.
Yeah, but unfortunately, considering the fact that this is overlapping, you can always count it differently, and you cannot really rely on it being a motive wave because this diag can end earlier. Like for example, if you see my, you're on the 3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
There. This can be the end of the expanding diag as well. So this can be your A.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah.
Exactly. And then you go up for the B, and now you don't need all the skills to form an impulse there, and you don't really need to. This could be the end of the correction. And in that case, I'm suggesting the idea of either expanding diagonal or 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, let's see if I'm on that. Okay, so things that don't happen randomly, right? Pivot at the golden zone. Look what we do here. Oh God, look at this. First ping is 50 to the tick, rolls over golden zone to the tick, right? Again, things that we as human beings, we are not that precise. We are not, right? So we know that software. Okay, so 1, 2, so a couple of possibilities here. First occurs to me, right, if you want to be uber bullish, if we're going to have this rip-roaring What's the market doing today? Well, it's not that bad. 13 points in the S&P. If we're going to have a big Christmas rally, which seasonal tendency would suggest yes, and it's the other thought, right, which I know PK has considered 1 2 1 2. Since I've got 5 3 5 3 5, right? The anticipation would be a 5, or if I go back to what you gave me, which is the 30-minute, as we.
So it's the small play, yeah. Because it's also pretty clean what's going on right now.
This is pretty clean, right? So this is a very nice 5 to finish right here. It literally drops right into the golden zone, right? No, again, now if you've got your this is how I ended up using the 65. I would watch person after person after person get stopped out, putting it 2 ticks onto the 618. Didn't take rocket science or a degree in brain surgery to go, maybe we fatten that up a little bit. Okay, so there's no way around this, right? I mean, it is a zigzag. It's not like, it might be a zigzag. That's a 5 3 5, right? Now, so we got 5 3 5 5. Do I have a double?
Well, I have this alternation in case this red thing happens.
Well, that clears by a tick. So, but that's classic liquidity grab.
Oh, yeah, no worries about that. Just if red happens,
yeah,
have another impulsive down, well then we could have this as a flat. Like we have an impulse right now, but we have to count it as a C of a flat.
I see it. Okay, so this is all you're kind of stuck with this, right? There's a nice impulse here. 1 2 3 4 5 4. It actually looks like that's a true double. Right, so now this is interesting, see, because I look at that and what that screams at me. That just screams at me that they're coming back for that. Oh, goddamn, do I have it? Arrow, right? That's not going to be left unswept. Odds of that very slim, because it's just hanging there like, oh my God, talking about low-hanging fruit. So, okay, well, let's consider. Now, maybe it's not, right, and on this swing. Maybe the next swing is we're doing this. A, B, here's the flat coming down for a C, right, 4 or 5. That's one possibility. The other being we do it. Do I have it here? This would be this, right, A, B, C. Well, okay, so it's either 1, 2, and we're going down for the 5, or it's A, B. Boy, okay, so if you're bullish, right, so looking at the double here, coming out of the golden zone, this would be the area that I'd be interested in. I got a big honking gap here, right? Is that earnings related? No, I don't think so. No. So I got a big gap here that's market's going to want to fill, right? We know that, right? It's just when is it going to do it? I'm just drawing this here as, right, we have the gap, but I'm just using that wick. One of these has got to be, maybe not. Iffy, right? Well, so I suppose the other possibility here would be that the 4 is going in here and we're going to end up with some sort of a diag. Well, either way, I think this would be a poor location to be longing. You're kind of in no man's land. There's really
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, right? So, and if you're an Elliott trader, you're a retracement trader. So you're waiting for the retrace here. You're just waiting for clarity. Okay, I got a candidate here, and it's because we don't get a clean 5th. I got a candidate for a 5. Recognizing that there's alternate counts here, that looks like a 3. So your instinct is to think, 1 2, or AB. If it's AB, then you're still on the buy side looking for a purchase down here. Yeah, this is very tradable. I mean, Tesla's almost always tradable.
Well, if you look at the larger channel that is holding everything, it kind of fell in a 5, hitting the channel. So that's also something that makes me want to long it, I mean, I did long it back down there where it fell. At the Y.
Mm-hmm. any sort of retrace back in here into the low 200s looks appealing to me. I'd probably, choose your poison, but that would be an option trade for me. I think you could probably sell a put spread 190-ish and change, right? But now, see, when you do something like that, you got to be disciplined about the exit. The problem with options is, again, this is 10 years as an option broker. I watched a lot of people do this. The market will go against you, and there's this temptation to say, I got 45 days left on those options. Let's see what happens, right? And the second you do that, it almost guarantees this. I've watched hundreds of people do that, make that mistake, because initially you put the trade on, you think, okay, well, if it breaks that, I'll get out. But when it breaks that, then this is just human emotion. I don't want to take the loss. Let's see if it'll come back a little bit. Maybe I can get out of break even. Oh, okay. I still got 30 days. Maybe I can cut my loss in half. Right? It just compounds, right? You're doing it to yourself, right? And then you hear, and here I can almost guarantee you this is what will happen, because you'll get to the point where you're like, oh fuck, okay, just get me out. What happens the next day? Right, and there's almost no way around it. Now, I'm exaggerating to make the point here that as soon as you break the agreement you made with yourself on money management, on risk control, you are compounding. You're creating the possibility to have just another trade turning into a giant problem. And then if you have a little option experience, it can get even worse, because then you try and fix it. Oh, I can fix this, or I'll just roll them down. And we'll buy some calls. Now you're in more trouble, right? Again, I've seen this just way too many times, right? So if you were thinking of something like that, I'll work with the options, right? It's the same difference, right? If you buy the calls, right? Because you're uncomfortable selling the puts, right? Not selling naked puts, unless you want to buy some Tesla. I'm talking about selling a put spread, right? Just to offset the cost, because buying Tesla calls is going to be expensive. It's the same thing if you buy the calls, right? No, fuck, broke the golden zone. All right, well, here's the process, right? Then you go, okay, I'll use the next one, because it definitely won't break the next one. It's the process of a small mistake turning into a large mistake. So when you put on a trade, you got to make a deal. You got to make an agreement with yourself that is rock solid. If you have to tell someone, tell your wife or your whomever, right? So tell somebody, make a public declaration. If it breaks whatever the fuck it is, if it breaks 173, I'm out. I'm going to take the loss and get out. If nobody's looking over your shoulder, it's really easy to go, no. There's 30 days on that option. Let's give it a little more time. Well, it's probably going down here, but okay. Well, maybe I can just buy some more calls. It's all self-inflicted wounds. Happens every day by the thousands, if not the millions. People make that same mistake, because it all starts with, I don't want to take the loss. Small loss here, devastation here. Right, and it all starts with that first little mistake. The market, I've seen this for 30 years. It punishes mistakes. And there's no logic to it other than just fucking karma. Call it what you want. The first mistake you make, I can almost guarantee you it's going to keep going. It's going to get worse. Whereas if you just took the little one, I'll talk the little one, next trade, you got to lock into that. Or you won't last. You won't last in the markets. Or you will, but you're going to lose so much money the way back to even where you started is going to be a long haul. So just, again, you don't have to listen to anything I say about trading. But when it comes to money management, I have seen thousands of people do this. That was the whole benefit of being a broker. I got to watch hundreds of other people trade and lose money. Why, right? So then I get to watch the people making money, right, which is a very small percentage. What are they doing differently? I know it's one thing, right? You're on YouTube, you see all these people, everybody on YouTube has got a 20R, they just want, so it's making money, bought in a Lambo, everything's easy, and it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. They all want to sell you something. Yes, we sell content, right? I'm not trying to make this big, say we're not here as a business, but I want to just try and help you, right? So my view was never to make it about, oh, look how much money I'm making. My view was always, listen, I've been around the block here. I can help you because I've made all these mistakes. And on top of that, I've watched hundreds of other people make the same mistakes. So when something like this is happening, I can look at that and go, I know exactly there's going to be a shitload of people who are going to do the exact same thing, right? And you can use that to your benefit, right? Because if we break something here, we're looking at the golden zone, but everybody else on the planet is looking at the 618. So we break here, what are they going to do? I'll tell you exactly what they're going to do. They're going to think, oh, 786. Oh, 7806 will hold it. Oh, well, fuck, it's not going to take out the low. Oh, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. You're not fine. You're not fine. You weren't fine the second you broke the agreement you made with yourself. When it gets here, I'm out. All right, got on a little bender there. But I would tell you, of everything you hear from us, that's what's important. This part, this is the puzzle. This is the fun part. Can we figure it out? Now you got a puzzle master with PK on the line, right? You got a true puzzle master. But you can master the puzzle and still not make money if you can't enforce that discipline on yourself, right? And we're not there looking over your shoulder. I can't pull the trigger for you, and I sure as hell can't get you out. Right? That's you. All right, thanks for that one, PK. Oh, I got Rivian too. This is I was watching. These guys are apparently on a tear. So PK giving me the two. I just bought my first electric car. We went with the ID4, which I kind of like. I bought it for my wife. It's not a Tesla, but it's pretty fucking cool, actually. Okay, so Rivian. I know you've been all over this. Oh shit, you're giving me 30 minutes again. All right, so PK doing some trading. Okay, so this is now. Remember, when you go down to a smaller time frame like this, you better have skills because there's so much more noise. So you got to be able to look at it and really see it, right? It's okay. So you look here and you go, okay, is it a 5? Well, okay, it's 5 adjacent. Okay, so let's put the whole thing together. I got to pull out to a little bit more so I can see the trade here. This, I think you've had this for the last 2 or 3 live streams, so I know you're all over this.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get a 1. Now, did they not just? Is it earnings today? Fuck, I think it's earnings today. Yeah. Missed by by a dime. Okay, so thus the sell-off. Oh, pardon me. Oh, we're getting a good reaction. Well, now what am I missing here? Revenue had a surprise. Okay, well, so we're getting a kick there, not a disappointment. We're getting a kick. So good. But there's the. So what are we doing now? So we got an A B, right? So this has to go up here for a B, and what are we thinking down for a C? Oh, I know one thing that's fucking me up. Your stuff is all white, so I can't make the distinction. Okay, there we go. All right, now I can see what's happening. Okay, so A, B, coming down for the C. Right, that's you and Wonka. Everything's white, so I can't see if it's an up close or down close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B. Right, expand the B. Let's go back to your 30 minutes so we can see it. Boy, that's a big middle finger right there to bulls is what that is. Okay, so up we go. Disappointment. Right, that's the disappointment candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B. What are you thinking now, right? So it doesn't look like much of a start. I guess we could
have a clean Elliott Wave there because okay, you have 5 down as an A, but then this B invalidates the impulsive wave down.
Oh, right, because it would have to be a 3.
So,
yeah, right.
So the issue with this is that I went to a line chart because this wick happened and immediately disappeared.
Yeah.
So if you take a logical approach to Elliott Wave pattern, it's the most important thing is like where the price held. So I have to take that wick as a grain of salt. So I would still lower that B and expect some sort of impulsive wave down, no matter what. And,
So you're a bear, right? So let's stay with the line chart. So even if it is, oh fuck, sorry. So even if it's here A, B, we're looking for something lower.
Exactly, because even if you have a B that went all the way up, you still need an impulsive C. Well, because in a flat we need waves down.
335.
C,
yep.
Exactly. So
God.
right, if we got our impulse invalidated downwards, that means that it wasn't an impulse, so we still need an impulse for the C. And now it's just a matter of if the market is going to accept the descent, and up we go. Because the whole macro structure for me is 1-2. Not only this one, I talk about the macro structure.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
1-4. The only issue that I have with this count is this unclear ending, as I wrote, because the ending is not really 5. You would have to work your way around it, and
you don't think we can extend the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Well, the issue with that is that one needs to be a zigzag if we want to.
Oh yeah. Mm.
And here it's impulsive, so yeah, you can make it an A, B, C, and then put your 1 a little bit later, and then you don't even see anything. You won't be able to see 3 and 5. So you have to deal with what you have. So what we have is this yellow impulse, and because of that, I'm interested.
Well, it looks like they've got the gap filled. If I bring this over, bottom line for me, right? Is I'm hurry up and wait, right? I'm going to let that percolate. Looks to me like I got to come down here. Some of this you're going to have an order block. You'll have one there. If we come down here, I'm going to need to see something like that, right? I'll take the retrace, but I got to have something. It doesn't have to take that out, because so what they do here, right? We can see what they did, right? They swept all the stops there. And
measure the feed retracement from the origin to the 5 in logarithmic.
From this low?
Yeah, and you're going to see something. Try to be precise with the origin.
Amazing. Yeah, I think that's a hurry up and wait, though. It's a green banana, right? So I know you've been tracking this. We'll probably be looking at this next week, right? If we got to get something to lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, that change of character right here, right? Now we've got a second here, but it doesn't last. I'd want to see something up here. Take that out. So if we got a 3, right, come back, right? This has got time to percolate. Looking at a 2 hour, so let's go all the way out to a daily.
And linear scale, if you check, you're going to see that we're back in the corrected channel. You see that channel.
Yeah. I like it. Well, this so excuse me. One theory in market structure here is before this launch here. And there's this very possible here, whether it's whales, market makers, it doesn't matter, right? Major players, right? It's a down before the up, right? So as they bring it back down here, so they will go short. They'll take the drawdown here, bring it back, get out of the shorts, and now it's free to fly. That's the theory behind it, and certainly it's incredibly obvious in FX. But here there's enough volume here that you could see this potentially, right? You've got the mitigation here that's now you got a partial. If it comes a little bit lower, but you're going to need to see, you don't want, if they're going to mitigate down here, you don't want it to linger, right? It needs to be down and out. So if that comes a little bit lower, it's okay. You got a partial here. I wouldn't want to stay. Well, here's your stop here. I would bring that up a little bit. I wouldn't want to ride it below that pivot myself.
That is an old.
Yeah. I think that's. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, this you're gonna have to be down here. Why, right? So I look at that and I go, okay, right, we're back to money management. Okay, puzzle, right? The puzzle's unclear, right? So, you got an expert here and me is, just someone who's done a lot of trading. Something has to change here, right? Because I don't want to get so married to this trade that I have a disproportionate attachment to it. Okay, it's a fucking trade. If it hits, great. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna get all caught up in it here. So if we come down here and we start to go, okay, because if it's gonna go, see, I look at it this way and go, okay, I don't need to get the turn here. If this is if this is 1-2 and we're gonna go for a 3, look. We're going up to 42, right? That would be the reasonable target. Does it matter whether I get 16 and a half or 1675? No. 18, 20. If we're going up here, I think we all, it's very easy to get caught up into the, oh, fuck, I didn't get the absolute turn, so, well, fuck, I can't trade it now. No. If this is going to fly, there's going to be an impulse in there, right? Well, it's not, as I like to say, it's not optional. If this is going to be, if it's going to be 1-2, this fucker has got to play ball. It's got to do that. It's got to. It's not like, oh, well, maybe we'll have something else here. All right, and which all comes back to if this is a 1-2. That's not optional. So, okay, so we're dicking around here trying to get into the one of the one of the one. I'll take that one. I'll take it at 19 if we get something like this here. So it's shit. You put the whole fucking thing together, right? We make it so hard on ourselves. Oh, okay. So you're gonna give me a major structure break here. Oh, good news, right? So all the bears. Well, sorry about it. Retrace, right? So because what happens after a break of structure? This is the single biggest thing people get wrong with market structure. They think, oh, break of structure, time to buy it. Exactly the opposite. Break of structure, now I know you're like, oh fuck, FOMO, what if it goes? No, after break of structure, you wait for the retrace. The break of structure is just like the hello, okay, start looking long because we've had a break of structure, not long the break. No, that's God. Right, if you're gonna apply market structure, do it the right way. You don't, even if we did this, you don't buy that. You wait now. Oh, retrace. Right now, is this low going to do its job because it has a job to do? Can it do its job and give me a new high? Now, guess what? I got a new trend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And so it goes. All right, I got Tesla, I got Rivian. Oh, I'm getting a big dose of PK. I got a lot of PK. This is so great, right? Because often, PK is in France, right? So he and I are on different timetables. So a lot of times it's DMs that we exchange. Okay, so I got ORAI. So full disclosure, off of live streams, off of my team, off of guys that know more about the back end of this, I have a shitload of ORAI. So I don't mean to be pumping my own book here, as they say it. I have a lot of this, right? So, pardon me, wrong thing. Copy link, let's try again. How are we doing? Anybody watching? Oh, we got 100. There's ORAI. Okay, so a lot of guys. Fuck. Why am I getting that? Okay, so let me try. What exchange did you give it to me on?
I'm gonna save ORAI as the last save, so maybe now it's gonna work. Right now, it's KuCoin.
You gave it to ORAI on KuCoin. Okay, there we go. Okay, it does that. It's weird when you first bring it up. Okay, so that's a 30-minute. What time frame did you post?
I forgot.
Oh, okay, that's all right. All right, so honest answer, I forgot. All right, so there's a 1. All right, so this is just a force of habit. I got to have my low identified that I'm working from. Okay.
Maybe you want log, it could be cleaner for the correction.
Thank you. abnormal here? Is this unusual, right? That takes some chops to recognize, oh, I can have. So what do we have here? We have a 53535 leading diag, right? Can't have that, right? Now this PK has actually caught me, making errors with this before. I thought you can only have that in leading, can't have it in ending. So we get the overlap here, right? No question about the impulse there, but we got to make it work, right? So it's got to fly here as part of that. So it gives you conviction going, okay, well, right, it's tempting to go, well, that was just some bullshit, right? And it starts here. No, I know I've got a 1 here. I got a very deep 2, but I know I've got a 1. Well, as much as you can know, right? Shit happens, things change. But right now, that's a pretty strong contender for a 1-2. All right. No, let's see. Where did we pivot off of?
The triangular looking structure.
Yeah. Right. So I'm always curious, right? So you always look at it and you go, why? Why? See, my inquiring minds want to know, why does it stop here? Right? It's the same thing. Why does it stop here? That's the first thing I'm always curious about. Why does it stop there? Because there's going to be a reason. Now this could be, oh fuck. Well, it could be a number. It could be we've got there's an algo target that's I swear to God I did not do that in advance, right? So, so there's always a reason. Okay, so now we're coming back the other direction, right? So so now we can understand, right? Because if I can't understand what's going on, why is it doing it? I'm much less comfortable trading it. But if I can go, now I see it. Okay, well, all right, so I've got, when you're right here, it's like, okay, I got a contender, but do I want to buy that? Do I want to buy it right here? Oh shit, I should do replay. Do I want to buy it right there? I mean, is there enough there to say yes, or are you just going, well, fuck, it's low. I can probably buy it, it's low. He could have said the same thing, or he said the same thing here. Oh, it's low. No, I got to have signs of life, right? There's got to be signs. Something has got to change here, right? So, okay, can I get a higher high and a higher low? Can I get even some ingredients here? Let's go to a 4 hour. Okay, a little squishy here. Okay, we can make sense of it. A, B, C, D, E. Oh, and I get a 3. All right, so shallow. It's not like there's a requirement. It's not like it must come down here. I am in log. Take it out of log. It's probably deeper. All right, so we come out of log, right 50 to the tick. So in that same line of thinking, like, well, why did it stop there? Oh, I got a 5. I got a 3 at a 50. I mean, I probably do this more than anything else I do in every live stream or any video I've ever done. Wait for this. Stop here. That's not that complicated, right? I mean, you wait, right? So because you don't fucking know, wait for all, right? I mean, see, look, if that's there, right? So there's two sides to the market, right? There are bears here that want that to go to 0. If they can't get, this is such an obvious pivot, like double. If they can't get that, they cover. Man, you screw me up with these. I'm surprised that you don't need that up, down. Yes, you don't. A, B, okay, A, B, C. Oh, so 5, 3. Okay, well, do I have, so what do I need here? Can I get a higher low, right? I don't get a higher high, but I do get a higher low. And now, oh. Right, this is not a break of structure. This is just a change of character. Right? Lower low, lower high. Lower low. Oh, change of character. Here, break of structure. Right? Because this is higher, higher. Right? That's not it right there. Right? First, right, we got to sweep some liquidity, which this wick does. Right? Now we come out. There's the trade. It just does not require an advanced degree to do that. It doesn't. What's my risk, right? Now, and there's one where it's, what is this? ORAIchain. Okay, you can trade that with leverage, right? Because just do the math there. Well, what can you afford, right? First assumption, always assume you're wrong. Okay, well, if I'm stopped out, how can I afford it? If I don't get stopped out, right, you got to have a target. You don't want to be just like, well, I hope it goes. I mean, I suppose unless you're position trading and you're just like, well, fuck, I'm just in because I want to be in. I'm not putting a stop on it. If you're here with leverage, you're going to have a stop on it. Okay, well, so I got a 1-2. Well, how about a target? Well, we could use, if I take it out a log scale, there's the first target. Now, but that's where, okay, think for a second. If this is 1-2 and I'm playing for a 3, where's my target for my 3 is right here. Look how far we go. Let's come back out. That's a high-class problem, right? We're going 1-2. There's the high probability, but see, this is a great example, PK. Great example, right? Lots to work with here, right? In terms of teachable moments. Sometimes we pull it up here and it's like, oh fuck, all right, buy it. Lots of teachable moments here because when we get here, okay. If this is the 1 and this is the 2, right? Are we thinking that's the 3? Now it could be, right? You don't know, but that's not what that's not why you got into it down here thinking I was going to get the 3. Minimum target would be here. That's what you're really after. So when you get the 1-2, so the first thing you would ask yourself is, oh, let's get right here. Okay, so it doesn't overlap. So one possibility is it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay, maybe, right? Again, high-class problem to have, right? So, okay, I got a 5 followed by a 3. Is that the 3? Well, when you're right here, you don't know. But that sure doesn't have, that's not the trade you were hoping for. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, let's go again. Wait a second. If not 1, 2, 3, what's the alternative? If not this, then what? Right? This is where Elliott has an advantage over everything else. Right? Everything. If not this, then what? 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, now, see, if you're a bull, you want as many 1, 2s as you can possibly have because they all have to get a 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, this just got more interesting. Okay, so let's just measure, right? If this is 1, 2, and I'm looking for the 3, where's the high probability location for that 3? Right? You see, you start to stitch some things together, right? This is all the stuff we teach in the belt system. So you go, oh, 1, 2, oh, okay, shit, is that the 3? Oh, fuck, I don't know, right? Okay, it didn't overlap the 1, maybe it is the 3, and I'm gonna have a little baby 5 here, right? Because you could have been thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and oh, we're starting the retrace. Now, if you did that, and if you did that, you got the 1, 2 here. Let's say, we get it right here. Off of the 1, have I got that right? Let's just assume we got in right here. All right, so here's your first one. So you got a 6 to 1. Just on the, excuse me, just on the first, damn it. Sorry guys, the fucking allergies just kill me. I got no mute button on this one. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, right? Are you thinking, so I've got 6 to 1 here. Am I pissed off? Oh fuck, I got 6 to 1 on my money. God, I hate this fucking bull. No, you're thrilled. Oh shit, 6 to 1 on my money? Fuck, with leverage? Oh, I'll take that all day long. Oh, wait a second. Now, what just happened? What just happened? Oh, I retraced to the next 50. Holy shit, maybe I got a pattern going here. Maybe I got a sequence. 50, 50. What do we know this algorithm moves in patterns and sequences here where you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row. You don't know that this is going to turn into an impulse, but it's starting to show you all the ingredients. Oh shit, maybe I got a runner here. Remember, right? Me, my team, and a whole bunch of members were very long here because we've all been through this exact same process. Anyone here who's watching, this is the process. Oh shit, is that the 3? Oh well, look here, went second target to the tick, but we didn't do a deep retrace. We hold the 50. Maybe that's a 1, 2. Oh shit, I could go again. you see, it's the exact same process, right? Just like this one was, oh, 1 baby 2, oh, I got the 3. So it's the same thing. 1, oh, maybe I can take the 2. Zoom in there. You see, right? Because why? All right, it's I know, so much easier after the fact. If they can't, this is down here, right? Look, they swept the liquidity down here. If they can't go get that, and I promise you, there's a push to try and get it. Because every pivot is liquidity, every single one. Right? Look like what same thing happened here. Oh, we're sweeping the liquidity. Every pivot at every time frame, right? There's an algo that's seeking that out. Why? Because there's stops there. There's stops here. I promise you, the algo, fuck, whether there's people or an algo, they know that. So if they can't get, look what comes off of it. Cover, cover, cover. Gap. Well, you know, we call them breakaway gaps, right? We use contemporary language, fair value gaps, right? Imbalance, right? Displacement. That's the contemporary lingo. Holy shit, are bears getting displaced? They're getting their asses handed to them. Displaced. They're dissed. Okay, so where are we now? Oh, wait a minute. Could this be the 4 and we're going to go again? Good God, could it happen again? Oh my God, I can't be this lucky. Oh my God, look here, 1. Oh, you think there's stops down there? Promise you there are, right? If it's a pivot, there's stops under it. Look, here we got a double. And there's an order block in there. Right there. Oh, they can't, they're just going to little toe, little tip, off we go. 1, 2, right? So is there, so how, okay, great. That's fuck. Thanks a lot, Sam. Now, what do I do with it now? Okay, well, have we completed? Have we completed? We in log, can't even remember if we're in log or I want to be in log. 1, 2, I think I liked it in out of log because the 50s were popping. Okay, so let's put the whole thing back together. I just said, right? Now, full disclosure, I'm in this with no leverage. I just bought a lot of spot. Right, but I know we have people that prefer to trade with leverage, right? So I try and speak to those. Okay, what do we got here? 1, 2. Do I have that 5 yet? Well, okay, what's the one thing I absolutely do not want to do here? Buy it. What am I doing? Why would I do that? I mean, other than just some sort of death wish, or you just want to give somebody else your money. What we know, every one of these is liquidity. So what are you vulnerable? What if you're longing it here? When it gets here, what are you thinking? Oh fuck, Jesus, God, I hope they don't sweep it. It's no fun. You can't even think, right? We've all been in trades like this. Shit, I was in one this morning. PK was texting me. I'm day trading in the market. When I have money at risk, I can't concentrate on something else. I can't be back and forth with him because I've got money's on the line, right? So it's the same thing here. When you're doing this, you don't want to be, you know, oh fuck, you don't want to be that uncomfortable trading. It shouldn't be that way. It's no fun. There's got to be some fun here. I know we're all here to make money, but you got to enjoy the process. You buy it here, you are not having fun because you're checking the fucking market every 30 seconds. Oh God, don't. Now, when you buy it down here, we were just showing it, whether it's here or here or here, there's all the stress comes out. Because, yes, you could get stopped out, but it's not like, oh fuck, oh God, if I lose this one, oh shit. That's, well, number one, I've probably shown it, as much as I've shown the golden zone, I've shown breakouts just get, what is it, PK? 90% of breakouts fail? 90%. Yet what happens at every pivot? FOMO, right? Oh, breakout. Oh God, every time I see a breakout, I go, oh, somebody's getting bent over. Breakout, bent over. Down. Here, why would you do it here? It's just I don't want to say it's stupid. It's just it's trading without any experience, right? We just don't want to buy the breakout, because the breakout will always come back. Let's say we get this. Oh fuck, that asshole on YouTube told me not to break out. Look at here. I promise you that thing will come back, because the people that catch it, the temptation will be overwhelming to take profit. All it takes is a little bit. Oh fuck, I'm out. Okay, I made my 6 to 1. I'm out. Now, the true test of a trader, right? When you move from analyst to, okay, I got a few wins, a few losses, can you go again? Can you see that come back? Okay, I made money, but can you go again? Right? That takes time to develop that skill set. And that discipline to say, do I have all the right ingredients here? Is everything here? Well, fuck, we can put this together right here. All of this that was resistance, guess what it is now? See, we make this so hard on ourselves, right? Don't confuse analysis with trading. These are two different skill sets. Very different. But do you want to be successful in here? You got to be good at both of them. I would tell you, of the two, you want to be better at money management, risk control. This stuff you can learn over time. Use it, don't use it, but how you manage your emotions, how you manage the risk that you put on second you get into the market, that's what determines your success, not your puzzle solving. This, take your time, learn, study. It's half of it is, I've seen that before. I've seen that before. I know what that is. For an Elliottician, it's like, oh fuck, that's a WXY with an expanding triangle in the 4 of the X. That's a skill set you develop over time. Managing your money, that's not that you better be focused there at the beginning, not the end. Most people go, oh fuck, well, I'm gonna learn how to trade, and then I'll worry about that money management later. Wrong order. All right, boy, I'm ranty today. All right, so I think this is here. You're waiting. Well, you don't have it. Well, you can do what you want. You could buy that. Maybe it goes. I would tell you got better odds in Vegas. Heads I buy, tails I sell. Why? Right? Maybe it does that. Maybe you buy a scratcher.
In log, sorry to interrupt you.
No problem.
Like if you check it in the log, this is how I drew it. That makes more sense visually, and with some geometry. But at the end of the day, if it's a big one too, we can just use the price projection tool and.
So we're already out here, right? We could use that price projection, but this is a good example, right? So this is something that PK always brings me back to. He's like, don't forget the channeling, right? So. Right, for an Elliottician, for a master Elliottician, right? This part here is how we get conviction that we have a 3, because we start with a 1, 2. We get our little channel here, but now this is the key piece of it, right? You got to get You got to get this piece to blow that first channel out. It's got to blow, so I know I have a 3. Now, okay, yeah, it could be a C, but when we start to get an impulse here blowing out of this channel, now you can start to lean into it. God, that thing is sticky to your mouse. Now you can lean into it. All right, because now I've got a new channel. Right, now this is the channel I'm rocking now. Right, now this, right, you don't want to hide it, right? Keep it in your tree, because often you'll see the market will come right back to it, right? Geometry, right? Algorithms, computers, right? That loves that symmetry. That's why they use channels. That's why they use median lines, right? Because you can program a piece of software to do it. Great one, PK. Thanks for that. Okay. Oh, Tony Town. I got ADSK. Okay, so. I think I think we covered everything here, right? This is don't buy this. Wait, right? Let it, if it's gonna break, right? Let it go. You got potential. Oh shit! What's the other thing we could do here? Just out of curiosity, this is what I would do. Come here. I want to see, okay, whoa, look where we just pivot, right? Again, it's why. Why does it stop here? Edge of value. Double top. Approaching. I get that right on that pivot. We're in the, where are we? Right, we're in the kill zone. Right, well, what that means is there's an algorithm it's already firing. It turns on, they turn it on between the 50 and the 618, right? That's where it fires. Now that doesn't mean we can't get through it, right? Because there's an algo on both sides, but there's already an algo firing here, right? Which has a target down here at 95 cents. And it will stay short until it gets there, or it gets stopped out. Now, if it gets stopped out, right, this is just a point of clarification. That doesn't mean they go long here. Where's the next algo? Next retrace, right? Because the algorithm is a retracement algorithm, right? So if we don't know, God knows how many algos there are, but there's enough evidence here that if people with unlimited resources, more money than we can imagine, we can't even imagine how much money they have, this is the algo they're using. What? You're going to use something else? You know better? Maybe not.
There's one more thing you can do, Sam.
What's that?
You can make a channel for 1-2, the larger 1-2.
This one?
And then, no, the biggest.
Oh, the biggest one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then think about the fact of penetrating that channel and forming a wave 3 on a macro time frame.
Yeah. Well, this is what you do.
For the Lambos.
Right. This is your Lambo dreams. Right. So if this is going here, right? So I mean, it's not like you don't want to do this because you don't want to give yourself some sort of a I was going to be crude there, but if this is 1-2, right? Where's our target for the well, he's already got it up here, right? See, because he did it. That's the first thing he did. So if I'm going to trade this fucker, what kind of upside potential do I have here? ORAI, right? That does have the potential to get up here. 150. If we get a crypto bull, that's why I've got a shitload of it. I really don't completely understand what they do, but enough of my people do, my team does, and I look at the TA and go, okay, I can follow what's going on here. I don't have to be in, fuck, what are they doing? Cross-chain? Fuck, I can't even understand it, right? But it's something to accommodate multiple crypto across platform. Fuck, I don't even understand it, right? But I don't have to. Half the shit I trade, I don't understand. I don't need to. Because this part here, the way people react around money, that's not going to change, no matter what the underlying is. They're all going to do the same thing. As I've said this a lot lately, trying to identify we can think about this in a lot of different contexts. Try to figure out what one person's going to do. Who fucking knows? But a crowd of people, they do the same thing every time. They panic here and they panic here. Right? So they buy the high. Oh, this is euphoria, depression. Right? So they get out here and they sell it here. They do. The crowd almost always does the wrong thing at exactly the wrong time. So when it's down here, that's the guy going, oh fuck, I can't take it anymore, I'm out. What happens next? It's the same thing, but just times a million people. Oh, this one, oh, it's going to go down, I can't take it anymore, I'm out. Goes down. Oh fuck, can't take the longs anymore, I can't take it. If it breaks that low, I'm out. Human, that's all Elliott Wave is measuring, right? People get so caught up in these fucking magic numbers and waves and fibs and the Egyptian pyramids. It's all crowd dynamics. It's all crowd behavior because, again, one person, who fucking knows what he's going to do? Give me a million people, I can tell you what they're going to do. All right, let me keep going. So I got Tony Talon giving me ADSK. Tony Talon, he's been quiet lately. I know he travels a lot. Most of the guys that work for me all have full-time jobs. Tony is one. He's a road horse. He's on the road a lot. Oh shit! I got ORAI again. Why am I? I know. But this is Tony's copy. He's giving me, is this it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Tony, by the way, no slouch. He's a level 2 certified.
No, Tony's master.
Oh, is he master now? See, there we go. I tell you, these guys.
Your most credential.
I thought you were number 3. I thought you were.
No, Tony.
Tony. Oh, I thought you had level 3 and he had level 2.
Yeah, I have level 3, but up above level 3, there's a master.
Oh, I didn't even know. That's a new one they must be offering. Shit. All right. Well, there you go, guys. Right. I told you these guys are all better eliticians than I am. I've just been trading longer. Okay, Tony Talon, level 3. Here, I've been giving PK all the big profs. Well, okay. Well, he's doing a little color coding here. What is he doing here? I can't get his full. I'm getting Oni Allen. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Oh shit. Okay, first I'm taking this. I used to use this a lot, but now it's kind of annoying because it doesn't always work right. Okay, so we've got. Oh, okay, so we've got to work from here because this is our last low, a significant low here, right? So we broke this low. So, oh fuck, I don't know. We need to count the whole thing. Excuse me. So. Okay, so let's look at what we would have here. So this we oh shit, can we get? Well, we got to go. Oh, fuck, it doesn't quite.
Perhaps he truncated.
Is that what he's thinking here? That we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Because otherwise it's ABC. But are we leaving that out? It's got to be what he's thinking there. Now, shit, I wish he was on.
Or 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1. Can't do that.
No, not that. I think he thought of truncating.
All right. Well, if he's my master.
If you look at the subdivision, you can see that he did a 3-4 in a flat form down. The one that is going down anyway. So you see the 3-4 could be also an inner 3. He labeled it as a flat.
Okay. Well, okay. So some of this, I'm just gonna. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to hide it. Let me hide it. I'm gonna hide some of these just to clear some of this up. Why we're hiding some of this? Right. I know that's all reasonable support and resistance, just so I can get a feel for it. That looks like 3-3.
That's for me a triangle, like triangle, then top, and then perhaps he thought truncation.
Yeah, A, B, C, D, E. I see it. So up to the 5. That looks like shit. Well, isn't the other possibility 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Right? We're just putting in a 5, right? That would be very, very, very bearish, right?
I would like that.
Huh?
The triangle would be way too big for me.
Yeah, I agree, right? To be thinking 1, 2, 3 monster. So it seems to play better as an A, B, C. So that either way it almost doesn't matter, right? At this point in time, I've got a 5 followed by a triangle. So the implication would be lower prices. Now, when we come back here and relabel this when it finishes and we get a pivot, and whether it's up or down, then we can kind of put the pieces together. But as it sits right now, 5 followed by a triangle implies to me we've got more down to go. And so he's giving us a trade right there. So let's go in to see his trade. Man, he's changed his colors a lot. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E. All right, so here's our... Here, well, there's a 65 right there, I'm assuming. If I go, shit, doesn't matter. I think this is what he's doing. Oh, he's got to be going back here. So it's a little sloppy there, unless we're coming here. Nope. Okay, so 1, 2, let's get in there. There's the golden zone. Okay, well, if this is the E,
perhaps flat. That's an impulse, and then
I got an impulse.
Yeah, now A up, B down, and then perhaps now C up.
You don't like 1 2 1 2?
You can do 1 2 1 2.
Well, this is a great 3. 1 2. This looks like a pretty good 5 here. 1 2 3 4 5. Now I get a little kicker down here. It's a wick. So I would leave that unknown, right? It almost doesn't matter. Okay, so here, so what's the trade? Let's go in there. This gets a little.
Yeah, it looks like the trade is right now.
Yeah, it does, right? So, okay, so let's put the ingredients together. Okay, so what do we have right here? We have an imbalance, right? So we have a fair value gap right here. So the idea being we come back up here, this moves so fast, so maybe we pick up some stragglers there, right? Some unfilled orders, right? That's always the premise. Now this is a little tricky here in that I've got this wick down here, but the algo is going to use it. So that's wick, right? It's, it's ideal, right? To kill it, it's got to be a close above. I'm going to move that one out. Iffy, right? Could be we're just coming back to fill that imbalance. That's a pretty good 3-4. This is fuck. It's cleaner. 1 2 3 4 5. Cleaner coming back this way, and then we're right here on the the wicks, or this wick. Right, fuck. Was that earnings? No. Something unusual. That's a 192 to 201. That's a pretty big wick right there. Well, talk about a low risk trade. So if I were going to trade this here, I'd probably not give it a tick over the 786. See that now we're back to money management. All right, so you might say, well, oh, what if it does this and then comes down? Okay, well if it does that, you see, this is where it's like pool. Let me use that analogy, or chess, right? You got to be thinking multiple shots ahead. Okay, so let's say it does that. Oh fuck, I got stopped out. God damn it, right? So okay, well number one, right? We're going from the 65 to the 786. Unless you were incredibly stupid about the amount of risk that you put on there. Okay, that's a jab. It's not going to knock you out of the game. Okay, if it goes up here and for whatever reason, order block, fuck, stops, run, doesn't matter. It does not matter. Okay, here's what I was talking about before. You got to be able to go again and again and again. Because if this is one, if it's two, right, and we don't take out this pivot and we stay valid, this is not optional. There is going to be an impulse here. If, heavy emphasis on if this is going to play as a 3, 4, 5. Get off of there. Right, if it's going to do that. Now, this if we come up here, well, shit, we can go 8, we can go one tick before the pivot here and still be a 2, still valid. Low probability, right? That's not what you would anticipate. But if you do that, you got to be able to go again and not go, well, I fucking missed that one. I suck at this. No, okay, one trade's a little, get used to it. You're going to get stopped out so many times more than you're not. Okay, so all right, I missed that one. Okay, well, if this is going to go as a 3, guess what? It's going to have in it a 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed the 3. Guess what it's going to have in it? If it's going to play ball, a 5. So I can take this one, I can take this one, and even in this one. Right, see, this is where Elliott Wave just blows everything else away, right? Even in this one, oh fuck, I missed the 2. Oh, guess what? If there's going to be a 3 here, there's another 2 you can chase. Oh, 1, 2, I can get that 3. Oh, I missed the 4. Guess what? If that's going to play ball, there's going to be a 1, 2 here. 3, 4, 5. There's nothing else that gives you that kind. This kind of strategic location for where you're entering based on what's happening. Now, that doesn't mean that once it starts, well, it's certainly going to do that. It just means that if it's going to play ball, right, if we're going to get an Elliott count here, it's not going to be perfect, chalkbook, line drawing, perfect, right? If anything, right, it's look at this, right? That's not bad. Okay, where's your 2, right? It's a little squishy here. The 3, 4, 5 is pretty good. This is okay. Don't look for perfect, right? You see, that's another mistake that new Elliotticians make, right? They're looking for it to be perfect. Okay, perfect. It happens, right? You're going to get some perfect. Oh shit. You're going to get some perfect, but don't get caught up in like, oh boy, it wasn't a perfect golden zone for the 2, so I just let it go, right? Don't get, it didn't have the perfect look, so what's the implied count, right? Sometimes you got to work with that. Here, do I know exactly what I've got here? Okay, I can surmise. It certainly doesn't look corrective. It looks like you might have a little bit of a overlap there.
You can go as an expanding.
Right. You can do it as, you could actually.
It's bigger than 1, so it's okay.
Right, so it flies, right? So, okay, you're gonna say, well, I'm not trading it. That overlap by 2 cents, I'm out. At the end of the day, it all comes back to how much risk are you taking. This part here, you can dick around here and is it a 2? Is it a 1-2? Is it a leading diag? This is what matters. How much risk? And if you get stopped out, can you go again? Because the other thing, this is so common, right? Again, I've seen this with just hundreds of traders, right? No fuck, we've been doing this for 5 members. What have I got? 4,000 or 5,000 members have come through. Trade Devils. I see this over and over again. People go, I get stopped out. Okay. Next chart, so they don't even pay attention to. Well, and this then they look at it a month later. Well, remember that Autodesk trade I was in? I got stopped out. Well, let's go back and take a look at that. Focus here, right? This, give yourself time, right? You got plenty of time to learn the TA, right? Those are skills that can be learned. They can be taught. This, well, you better get that right early on. Okay. This is George's pet project, man. He loves this one. VET. He must have a big position in this. So George also on my team. We love him, right? He's probably the most prolific poster. I mean, he posts like a maniac. I love that about him. Okay, so this is VET. I think he's got a fairly good position here. I've looked at this a couple of times. He keeps sending me this. I don't hate it. Well, okay, so here, this is a good example. Great, excuse me, great example of what we were just talking about. Okay. Is that my textbook impulse? Nope. Right? Does it mean I can't trade it? What are you going to do with that? Right? Oh, it's corrective, so it must be going down to 0. Maybe. It's not a good, well, if we're here on Binance, so I probably got as much. It looks like there's a pretty good 5 that finishes it. 1, 2, 3, oh fuck. You know, some sort of sloppy diag. Okay, so I don't have an impulse here. Okay, maybe it's 5 years from now that this all makes sense. But what I can see here is I've got a swing low, I've got a swing high. I'm coming back in. Oh, here this is something we focus a lot on this on the day trading side. Okay, so what are we doing down here, right? So the theory being, right? This is the theory that whales, market makers, whomever, right? People with more money than you or me, push it down, right? To bring in short sellers, right? Then they run it up and they take that drawdown and then they bring it all the way back down so they can mitigate those shorts, right? And now, right, they get everybody short and now, what do we do? Right, that's the theory. You see evidence of that. So the thought being, when I have this area here being mitigated, area of interest. Because while we don't know, that's a reasonable assumption to make here. Oh, well, some mitigation happening right here. Now, we add in the algo, which could care less about the Elliott count. I got a dominant low, I got a dominant high. I'm in between a 50 and a golden zone. Why does it stop here? Right? Inquiring minds always want to know. You should always ask yourself, right? Can I figure out, right? Is this the exact same thing happening here? Let's see, do I have a little order block here? Yeah, probably do. There's half of the order, there's 50% of the order block, right? So the last down before the up, right? We want to keep it simple, right? Down, up, we're coming all the way back, right? So is the same thing happening here? Right, that little push down here, that's demand, order block, call it what you will, right? Demand zone, Tap, 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 1, 2, 3. Now, this needs to get out of here. For that, I was talking about that earlier here. When you're in these mitigation zones, you don't want to stick around too long. That weak, some people say, oh, the more it's tested, the stronger it gets. That's completely ass backwards. Whoever's telling you that doesn't know shit about trading. The more that, it's just like, think of throwing a rock at a window. Really? The more times I throw a rock at it, it's getting stronger? No. The more times you bang on that, the weaker it gets. Right? Because you're eating up the buy orders that are sitting. Any limit orders there, right, are filled. So if they go again at it, down, likely to go down. So you need this to get out of here. Oh God, that thing is, better click or it's going to stick to your mouse. Okay, WXY triangle, pretty sexy. All right, we're finishing with a 3. Okay, so do we get out of here? Do we have the ingredients? Okay, sure looks like I got a 5. Yeah, that's the lower low. All right, so we got that to deal with. If that's the Z, right? So I finished with a 3. Now, let's get his 3 down here. Right, so you say, wait a minute. I thought you told me I always had to finish with a 5. Well, that's right? A, B, 5 in the C. Right, now do we have 5 in the C? Fuck, probably. We go down there. Oh, gee. Oh, this is a George trademark, right? He's gotten really good at this, right? So when you change the time frame, you see, shit, I don't even know how to do that. Okay, so A, B, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's pretty nice, right? Nice work, George. God, I think he's taking over for Wu Wonka as most improved, right? His TA skills have gotten so much better, right? Because he works at it, that's why. There's your 5, right? So here's the 5 that leads it. It's tricky, right? So I know he's been all over this, right? So there's the now I get another combo here. Right, so I got 1, 2, golden zone, 1, some sort of craziness here. That's an ugly looking 2. You wouldn't have known it, right? So if you're down here waiting for the deeper retracement, you missed this, right? So don't chase, right? If you miss it, if something like that happens, right? We're back to what I was talking about all morning. Don't chase it. Excuse me. Shit, sorry. Allergies. Don't chase it. Okay, so if this is going to hold as the 2, which at this point in time, what other conclusion would you make here? Well, some sort of wacky 2 went in there. WX, oh Jesus. How are we doing that, George? Are we doing A, B, C? I don't think you got to do that. A, B, C. Oh, fuck, it doesn't matter.
You can do a running triangle, perhaps, where he put an X, it's okay. Like, you have an X, and then that's an A, the next pivot low is your A, and then up you have a running triangle B. So I think that's what he meant. Here's
what I see. We don't progress the trend, right? It's just we're just going sideways, right? So what do we deduce here, right? Pump sideways, right? Now if it's not selling off, it's not unreasonable to think, oh, this is accumulation, right? So we've come out of, a little Wyckoff here doesn't hurt, right? So we've come out of all of this, right? So here's the push. Oh, okay, right? We're gonna hold, right? So this is the fuck. What are we calling that? The back up against the creek, right? So here's the pump. Now this has to hold. This is the retest. It's not ideal, right? You would want it to be deeper, right? Maybe to the edge of the channel, some of this structure. It's not ideal. The market's not going to give you perfect. The majority of the time, it's not going to give it to you. Which makes this hard. Okay, all right, so if it's all right, must be the 2, right? Because look what's come off of it. It's a little tempting to go 1, 2, but you can't quite make that work. So, okay, so there's the 2. So what do I have here? I don't know. Oh, let's go to a 60. See if it clears up. Well, working backwards, I kind of want to make that my 4. So, okay, maybe that's 3. Geez, that looks like that would have to be the 4 or the 3. So, shit, working backwards. Let's see if we can label this. For some reason, these are giant. Let me get that down to something more manageable. Oh, let's put them here. What are we not using here? Let's go something bright green. Okay. Well, I would start here, right? If I'm looking at this, I want to say, well, how deep was that retracement? That's the first question I have, right? So it looks like, if you go down a degree, often you'll see the retrace will hold here. So this is the 4. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is the 5 working backwards. I can't go 1, 2, 3. It wouldn't be long enough. It's not an impulse. So it looks like I have to take the 1, 2 here. Well, I'm just going to do this loosely, right? PK would probably do this better than I would, right? So I'm going to do something like that. So I don't love this in here, but you gotta put them somewhere. Okay, so let's go with that for the time being. At least I can get a channel on that. It's fair.
Problem is that if we're going for a bull run, we're just forming 1-2s, and 1-2s.
Yeah, it's
we need to clear that stops and everything, and it's not going to happen now that we form 3s.
It's a lot of 1-2s. Yeah, it's a lot of 1-2s. Which now, as I was just saying earlier, right? If we're going to have a bull run, it's a high-class problem, right? I've got too many 1-2s. But you get to a point where it's like 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and you start thinking, wait a minute, this is just too many 1-2s. So you want to go back and rethink it. So I would look here and think, okay, this looks pretty solid as the 1-2. 1-2.
That would be the 1-2 of the larger 3.
1-2. This could be the 1-2 of the larger 3, right? So as labeled, right? View in am I in algorithm? No, he wants me to view it here. Oh shit. Okay. So this is the tricky part, right? Because you don't. It's just consolidation. You don't get the depth. So this would have been. You wouldn't have known, right? So if you weren't long off of this re-entry here, probably not, right? If you were thinking 1-2, you'd be looking for it lower. So let me get this out of here. Let's get this out of here.
So we're probably forming a tree. That's okay. He's right there because wave 2 in impulsive 3, they don't tend to retrace as much as let's say the first wave. So now, as you can see, he's forming his micro 3. So that doesn't retrace a lot. So
this looks like this actually could even be,
and that could even be another one of the 3. So you really kind of know now.
I kind of want to do this, right? I want to do this. And I know it may not be right here. I'd have to dig into it. I kind of want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Up for this 5 to give me that 3, and I can get
that. I would think that it's not a tree because this is not enough of a tree for me.
Relative to this.
No, relative to the first, to the green one.
This one.
Yeah.
Let's measure it.
Right, if
that's the 2. Well, that would.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, what's making it? See, normally you'd want this. It would be down here, right, and then it would be, more in line with what you might anticipate. This is making it tricky here. Okay, so aside from a little education here, people watching here are going, oh fuck, VeChain. Okay, so where's the trade? Well, you're getting shallow retracements. So if you miss this one, you haven't had much. Well, let's get that one. This is where I think the next opportunity is. You got to let this thing complete wherever that comes in. That's his 1-2. So right, so that you got to let this complete. So you can get a better handle on it, and then I'd come at it this way. Okay, if this is 1-2, and I'm going to get 3, some sort of 4, 5, right? So I'd want this. This is the next trade I might be interested in. If I'm not, I've got a piece of this, not a lot. Maybe here, going for that would be. So then it's not again down a degree for the 3-4. That's a reasonable spot. If you come down here for this. You'd look for something to be a little bit more typical. For a wave 4 here, maybe the 38, 50, somewhere in that range, it would be more typical of an impulse. Okay, but let's think about where that's going. Right, assuming we get the bull run. Holy shit! Right, think about this. Right, Okay, we're down here dicking with this, right? So that's actually good to do. Put it in perspective, because we get down here and we're like, what the is this? Oh man, I wanted to get it at 018 and I didn't get to 109. Keep some perspective, right, as to where this thing is potentially going. I mean, these are $4. Seems like nothing, but well, shit, man. If maybe it's a diag, right?
Well, if you look at it from Linus' perspective, then it really doesn't look like
that.
ABC. See, yeah, because this ABC doesn't really. I mean, okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. More impulsive, right? Doesn't look as corrective.
Yeah, but it's hard to find the 4.
Yeah, it is, right? Very, right? So you almost have to get here just so you can see something.
Yeah.
But if this is going to go, holy shit, right? I mean, don't get caught up in a half a cent here, half a cent there, right? If this is going to go that high at 28 cents, is going to be left far, far, far behind. If we're going to get a rip-roaring bull, and this is a pretty good little project, right? They at least have a use case. It's not a meme coin. 110? That's, George will retire if that hits, because I know he's got a lot of that. If that goes to 110, or what do we got? What did I say here? 90, right? If we go up here, that's what
This is why I measure in linear.
Yeah.
Conservative.
You can't even see it.
A bit more realistic.
Yeah, I know. Well, are you going to be disappointed if it goes to 44 cents, right? I mean, again, that's, oh shit, I can't even see that. I can't even get it. It's, holy shit, I got to go up here and do it in log. Can't even see that fucker, it's so high. That's why we love crypto, right? Over time, yeah, equities can do this and have done this, right? But nothing can do well, I shouldn't say it that way. We love crypto because it has the potential for that kind of dramatic movement in over, shit, what would that be? 2 years? How many of you, right, if this is going to fly, right, can stay long for 2 years? I'll tell you how many. None. None of you, right? None. I couldn't. That's why we use software. Okay, let me keep going. Thanks for that one, George. How am I doing on time? What did the market do? It came all the way back. Unreal. Unreal. We're going to, ES is unchanged. That's going to be 8 days in a row. Unbelievable, right? Once the market starts going, you got to remember the stock indexes always want to go up. Always, right? There has to be a very, very strong reason for it not to be going up. Look, there's no reason for it to be going up like this. We got the world's on fire. We got the highest interest rates we've had in 20 years. No signs that they're reducing anytime soon, yet the market's on an absolute tear. All right, and everything goes with it, right? Rising tide takes everybody with it. All right, there's equities moving around. They're higher. It has nothing to do with earnings. Has nothing to do with profitability. It's just everything's going up. So everything's going up. Okay. Ben B. Here's Ben B. He always comes through when I'm asking for content. I always appreciate that. Always good with the post. Great member. Okay, let's see what he's up to. Ben B. is giving me. What are you giving me here? Oh, Alamos Gold. That's interesting. Okay. Gold doesn't get the love that it deserves. It should. I know we're all like gold. See the old guy on his porch with his American flag. I buy gold. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't say that. Okay. You're giving me a 3-day here. Oh, I got it's hard on my eyes here. So let's go here. All right, Ben B. Okay, well, so this is kind of interesting. Right? So you can see what he's doing here. He's saying, okay, before that, who cares, right? I mean, I'm being a bit glib saying it that way. If you're thinking about this trade over here, do I care what this was? Maybe, right? Maybe in some context, right? You say, okay, well, this was I ended here. Well, here's my absolute low. Right? So I always like to do this, right? I say, where's my absolute low? Okay, so what is this? Does it matter? Right? I mean, I don't. Is it accumulation? The big giant accumulation. Well, okay. Well, here's the little sign of strength back to the creek. Shit, you know, Wyckoff stuff. Well, so for me, I always want to check and see. Okay, how technical is it? Well, 50 looks pretty good. All right, so it gives me some sense. Okay, right. Well, it's never a question of whether the algo's in here, right? If it's publicly traded and has any volume, the algo's in here. It's just, okay, how technically is it trading? Well, now we're looking at a 3-day. Oh, okay. So that, I don't really care what that is. Here's some sort of a pump. This is correct. So again, is the Elliott clear here? No. Here's something, right? What did we do here? We swept that high, right? Grabbed that liquidity, grinded it down. Okay, so there's the correction. Swing, correct. Swing, correct. Swing, correct. That's all the market can do. It's all it ever does, right? All we're ever doing is trying to decide which side's going to break. Right? This is every decision at every time frame. Doesn't matter what your TA approach is. I got to pivot high and a pivot low. Which side breaks? Right? That's it. That's all we're ever doing. Right? Trading is that simple. Which side? This side? That side. We're not going to. We can go sideways for a long time, but sooner or later, one side's going to break. Which one's it going to be? How do you decide? Well, it has to be context, right? That's the only way you know. Otherwise, heads I buy, tails I sell. Okay, let's go. See, when you're out there at that degree, okay, so all of this, I wouldn't even pay attention to it. I wouldn't even try. Right? PK probably would, right, just for the challenge. But I look at that and go, well, okay, well, I got a launch point. Okay, do I have an impulse? Yeah, I got a good-looking impulse. So I got a good low here, and I always think of it this way: smoke, smoke, smoke. There's something there, but I can't see what it is. Boom! Out of the smoke, out of the slop comes the impulse. Okay, can we label this? Probably, right? We can probably get some sort of something like that. Doesn't matter, right? It's corrective, right? Swing, impulse, correct. I don't care what it is. Impulse, correct. Good looking impulse too. It's nice work here, Benjamin B. Ben B. With his, you guys have to see his handle. It's Benjamin Franklin. 1, 3, 4. Okay, what do I got here? Well, it looks like I'm finishing in some sort of a 3 there. I guess we've got to do a WXY there, PK, right? We've got to go A, B, C, WXY. I guess we got to do that. All right, and this, really all I'm doing is just working backwards there. Well, there's a 3, right? It's not an impulse. Here's an impulse. A, B, C, W. A, B, C, X, A, B, C, right? Fuck, I don't know. Is that the right count? It's good enough. Okay, let's just, okay, so now we start putting together a few pieces, right? Okay, what happened here? I promise you, right? So people are selling it thinking, down we go. Down we go. Running the stops, down we go. You know why? See, it looks like easy money. Oh fuck! Look at that. Oh, it didn't take out that high. Oh, they're gonna down we go. We're gonna go after that one. That's that example where I was talking about before, where if you sell that, oh, you are not having a good time, because you're, oh shit, oh god, again, you can't even leave your phone. You can't put it down for 5 seconds to take a piss because you're checking the stocks. You're checking it so often. Oh my god, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh fuck, I got to cover. Takes all the fun out of it, right? You don't be that guy. There's no reason to do it. 1,
This
2.
impulse can be a C wave as well, I'm afraid.
Which one? This one?
Well, his impulse, yeah, it can be a C.
This
And that is actually no, look, the one that he labeled.
the labeled.
No, the one on the right, micro, yeah, that one. That can be actually a wave C of a flat.
I see what you're saying. So A, B, C.
Yeah, and then we just formed a B.
Right. So you're saying could be A, B, C, right? And now we're into the B. Right.
I
Okay.
just started even earlier that that flat. For example, if you count, as you mentioned, the 5 waves down from the top, yeah, there. So you have a 5 wave down.
Yep.
This is your A. That's your A. And now, if that's your A, the first move, the one up, down, and again up, where the X ends, this is your first flat, or your wave A.
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The flat.
So A, B. No, I see.
So
A, B, C.
down there.
So
And the A, yeah, go for it.
so we have to do A, B. That doesn't work. Right, you'd have to do the C down here.
That's what I mean. So put your B at the end of his impulse. Do you see it now?
Yeah.
So the first flat is where the X ends. That's your wave A, the first 3-wave move. Now you have a zigzag down. That's the second 3-wave move. And then you have an impulse as a wave C. And that's your flat.
Okay, so there. Well, see, that's a little bit to me. Again, he has the skill set here to pull that off. So I think to a little bit you kind of overcomplicate. Not you, PK, but the tendency can be for someone who's learning Elliott to overcomplicate. So because we don't know, right? We're hypothesizing. Okay, so if I get a 3 here, I take that trade. I take that trade. Even though I recognize, okay, there could be an alternate count. There's always, right? Always the possibility you're wrong and there's an alternate count. And I think part of the reason that PK would be suggesting that is that this would be a relatively shallow 2. I know. So he's thinking, okay, wait, that's not quite right? So what else could be going on here? So this could be coming down. We'd have a deeper 2 here. So this could all just be a big, you could just kind of think of it this way, right? And so if you're a buyer right here, again, I look at it and I go, okay, well, if I want to be long here, which Ben B is implying that there's a potential, right? Also, we have down a degree here into the 3-4, right? So the idea we'd be coming down to that C. Okay, it would be a cleaner looking 2. Although, God, this would be a clusterfuck, right?
The point is just that if you see a 5-wave move, it doesn't mean that something. It can't mean that something is starting, but it doesn't mean that something is ending.
Well, something, right? It's either starting or ending, right? One or the other, right? So if this is going to be a B and then we're coming down for the C, well, okay, it's going to make more. It's going to be more typical 1, 2, right? Maybe we get a deeper 2, and this is all coming down lower. Okay, well, so I look at that and I go, okay, well, because I don't know, and this is valid, right? I wouldn't go, well, geez, you dumbass, why would you be buying it there? I would just look at this and go, okay, I'll take a swing there. Why? What's my risk? Right? And my risk is going to be very, very small. If that breaks and we come down here, okay, now we're back to can you go again, right? Sometimes people are like, oh, I just lost money there. I don't know if I'm going to go again, right? I'm going to wait until this is the classic rookie mistake. I'm going to wait until I know it's clear, right? And then when are you buying it, right? This is what retail does. I'll wait until we break, right, these highs, right? I'll buy that one, and that's the 3. They start the 4, then they panic, or they'll fuck, I got to get out. Comes the 5, and they go, okay, well now it's safe. Comes the A. Oh shit, okay, I was running, okay, here, I'll get it this time. Nope, here comes the C. Oh, well, it's probably rolling over into a 5. There comes the 2. I mean, you can make the wrong decision if you don't know what you made the wrong decision at virtually every turn. If you're trading off of emotion, or if you're looking for where is it easy, where is it safe, where is it safe to get long? What does retail think? Oh, new highs, time to probably safe now to get long. New highs, probably safe to get long. Oh, there's the low. They swept the low, probably safe to get short. If it even for a millisecond, it pops into your head, oh, that looks like easy money. Whoa, catch yourself. There is no easy money in the market, ever, ever. If you think, oh, that's easy money, think again. Alamos Gold, right? So, that's just PK and I, right? So, kind of looking at this, going, he sees a little, because he's just better at this. He sees a little more than I do. I look at that and go, okay, I got a potential 5, I got a 3 shaping up. I'll take that because the risk is going to be, again, I'll take the jab. I'll take the jab. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to knock me out because I sure as fuck am not doing that. I've done that enough times to where I don't just. It's reflex, right? I'm out. But I'm also just as reflexively ready to go in again if it sets up. Right? Is the setup there? Right? Do I have the context? Is the geometry there? Where's the algo? Right? Just checklist. Okay, what's the risk? Can I afford that risk? Oh, I just got stopped out and lost X amount. Do I want to go again? Do I like this asset enough to go again? Because God knows there's no shortage of things to trade. Do I like this asset that much that I'm willing to go again and risk losing more money? Well, you better like it a lot. Right? How am I doing on time? 1:26. Okay, I'm almost done. Ben B, I got to do both of his, right? Because he always posts for me. Sorry, guys. Okay, what do we got, Ben B? We got, getting Alcoa. Oh, God, I was looking at this for somebody just the other day. Looks pretty good. Alcoa. Right, now, one thing, note here, right? So he's trading equities, but look at the time frame he's trading, right? 3 days. He's giving me 2 3-day charts. I would propose to you, Elliott, always easier to spot higher time frames. Right? You go down to the, now you've got PK skills, you can go down to the 2 minute, right? But when you're looking, you're learning, right? Which is, I'm assuming if somebody's on here listening to us ramble, you're learning, right? You're like, how do I apply this Elliott stuff, right? So what's this about the money management stuff? If you're learning, it's so much easier to spot out here. So much easier. Okay, so what do I got here? 1, 2, 3. All right, that all flies, right? So I got a good 3. I don't know why you guys use these giant degrees. Okay, so get a little tricky down here. So if we go to the daily, probably see that better. Right, so he's doing the A, B, C, right? Because it's not, you get a 3 there. So he's forced into it. Once that happens, right, well, this has to be the 4, 5, 1, 2. All right, so all good. That looks combo-ish. Looks like a WX, WXY. This is a bummer. Does it even fly? It probably does. You can't quite get an impulse in there, so you probably have to do it as a diag, right? So you'd have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, likely. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, X. I would do this in W. Well, does it really matter? Right, so he's working backwards here. He's going 4. Oh, I would do that. I think Ben B, I think maybe PK would disagree with me. I think you got to go W there. X. Because I got 1, 2, I got an A, B, C. I can't go 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go 1, 2, but then I got too many swings, right? So does it matter? Well, if like WXY, right? So it matters what are we finishing here? If this is an X, I'm looking for a 3. If it's a B, I'm looking for a 5. So, yeah, it does matter, actually.
Well, it's not obvious, but you can make a flat as well. If you just end the impulse a bit earlier, there. If you put your A there,
yeah, I see it.
Works as a flat.
See, that's the downside of knowing so much, right? You can always see an alternate. So,
At the end of the day, 3 waves.
Right. See, and so there's a guy who knows every possibility, and at the end of the day, what are we? 5s and 3s, baby. That's. Stay focused on 5s and 3s, and money management, and you'll be just fine. Right now, that's easy to say. Right, very easy to say. Well, so I would want to see. Okay, so why here? Right? Why do we stop there? Well, so the first thing I would check is here. Every chart. It's never not there. Okay, that's why we stopped there. Looks like you're probably good on this side as well. Do you see what's happening there? Maybe it's just me, but do you see it's going through that just to tick the 50? Get this here. Just rings the bell, grabs the. Fuck, for all we know, it's the same people behind that algo. Grab the profit, turn around and sell it. Amazing, right? What happens here? Right? Well, this would have been here. Oh, break. Right. So as soon as we got here and we broke, right, you have to give advantage bears, right? Because there's dominant low to swing high, right? We know they use this. We know, right? So swing here. Why would you be assuming that it wouldn't make it here? Think about that. Okay. So remember, all we ever are thinking is which side's going to break. That's all. That's it. Every single decision is that's it. Which side? Right. So if you're here, and this hits, right, and you're not, so now you got to put this in context. Okay, what is it? Well, now here it matters, right? So it matters. Is this a 5 or is this a 3? That looks to me like we complete right here. Oh shit! If we complete, what's this? I got too many swings right now. PK is saying, oh, A, B, C. Okay, well, let's use the alternate just for fun. Right now, you wouldn't do this because the algo doesn't give a fuck about the Elliott count, right? It's dominant to dominant. Okay, and where's it ping? Okay, so why would you be assuming that you got to think about that? Okay, right. So this is the only decision we ever make. Which side's going to break? This side or this side? Okay, so why would you be assuming? Oh, well, yeah, it hit the 50, but it's definitely going higher. Why would you be thinking that? Why would you not assume? Well, fuck, of course we're going there. Right, swing, retrace, 50, double. So you start to put. See, it's never just one thing. You got to start putting things together. I'm going to push that some out of here. Okay. So look here. Right, see, you start to stack elements. Okay, what do we have right here? Displacement. Right, so we have displacement here. So here's the fair value gap. Right, so it's already been mitigated. Right, so this they mitigated it right here. So now we're coming back here. Why? Right, picking up some unfilled orders, right? Look how fast we came out of there, right? That's displacement, right? There's fair value gaps in that. That's to the tick. Again, that's not Bill and Bob and Betty Lou who at their stock club said, "Oh, let's collectively get together and short Alcoa there, and we can nail it to the tick." No, that's not happening. Okay, again. It's I know, hindsight. But you have to see hindsight so that when it's happening in real time, you're like, oh, fuck, I've seen that. See, if they can't, we got a double top here. We're at a 50. If they can't get that, right? Because bulls, bulls want? If they can't get it, cover. That's what creates all the imbalances, right? All the bulls that thought, oh, that's a 5, it's going, right? Right to target. It's astonishing to me that anyone could see this, could watch, we've been doing this for 5 years, could watch a single video. I've probably done 5,000 videos. Could watch a single video I've ever done and not let that be the first thing you put on your chart. Where's Al? What did he do last? Now, can I see Al in here? Well, I'm on a daily chart. Well, here's the last thing I can see he did at this time frame, and he already got his target. Going second target? Well, this is a little. We don't have a great start there. So you'd have to do it this way. It looks to me, and PK might differ with me. You'd have to do it this way. 3, 4, we're heading for a 5 down here. Right, this is likely the 4. So you'd have to go A, B, C to get to give yourself a flat. That's not much of a 3 there, but you know, it's not perfect. Oh, can't trade it. I don't have a perfect. It's not perfect. Can't trade it. Maybe rethink that. That's likely the 4. Why? So the 4 is usually easy to spot, right? Because we're just going sideways. We don't progress the trend. Stall, unload. So is there a trade here? I guess at the end of the day, what are we saying here, right? Ben B, do we have a trade here? He's kind of interested down here. Why would he be interested down here? Ben B's been with us for a long time. Why would he be interested down here? Do you see what he's marked off? Right? He's applying what he's learning. Okay, so just again, Betty Lou. Why do I say Betty Lou? That's so, what is that? Ageist, right? Sarah, Jessica. What's a contemporary name? Tyler didn't get together here and say, oh, let's short it there. But look what we've done here, 50 to 50. That's not people doing that. That's not Jaden, Tyler. Are we going to get that? Well, so how would you approach the trade? Do we know we're done? Well, it's just a daily. That's not great looking. Well, we use a little market structure there. Well, so we can look each one of these little pivots right here. That's all liquidity, right? Remember the algos, what it's looking for is liquidity, right? It's not just, oh, there's the 50, right? That's where it tends to react. But what it's looking for is all. That's not what I want. It wants liquidity, right? Trend line liquidity. Are we done here? It's not a great looking start, and I'd be very conscious of all of that potential liquidity there. So you'd be thinking, okay, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I diag that? Let's go to maybe there's a impulse getting started there that would give us enough to maybe work off of. Yeah. Oh, shit. Looks like that. Same kind of thing, right? Well, that's a good example, actually, right there. Right, trend line liquidity. What swept it? Right, same thing. You'd be anticipating here. So swept, we come back, right? Oh, that looks like that's going to be technical. That's the lowest low here. Get right on it. Not much of a start, right? It's just a slop chop. And then it actually starts right here. Oh, fuck. Did we even make that? The gap, right? So that's a dividend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd go, here's how I would do it. 1, 2, right? That's not enough, right? So it's either still corrective, right? And so we'd have an ABC, and we're coming down for more lows. Let's go back to a 2 hour or something. We can see it better. So well, there's a triangle right there. Okay, so I've got this. It's not a great looking finish, but you could probably talk yourself into, okay, you get down to a 5-minute accumulation. Pump. I don't think it's ripe enough yet. I wouldn't chase that yet. You got too much of all of this potential, right? Just liquidity grab. I'd give that a little more time to cook, right? So if it comes out of here, okay, great, right? I want to see it take that out. Okay, so that would be a 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now before you go, well, shit, you missed the whole thing. Really? Did we miss the whole thing? See, it's so easy. You get caught down here. Excuse me, you lose perspective. Really? I missed the whole thing. Really? Wouldn't that be the target? Right? Reason why? Why would that be a target? Right? Well, there's liquidity up there. There's liquidity right here. So, perspective, right? Don't get so oh shit. I didn't. Shit. You could wait for the whole impulse to complete down here, assuming we get one, because what's going to come after that? Did you miss the whole thing? Or did you just get confirmation? Hey, it looks like I got a good pivot down here. Okay, so if I'm going to go long there, do I know for sure it's not going down there? Of course not. Right, but I can now I can structure a trade here, right? Assuming this is our pivot, which we don't know. I can structure a trade here that has nice risk reward. I can say, oh, okay, I can take that. There's my target. I don't need to give that. So I say that because I have no problem going again if I like the asset, right? So if I get stopped out here, okay, on my set. Of course, I'm disappointed. Nobody likes to get stopped out, but I have zero hesitation going again if I need to. Shit, I can't even move that thing. If I have to move it down here, maybe we're going golden zone. Shit, perfectly valid down here. I have no problem going again down here if I like the asset. Oh, I lost one. Shit, that hurt. But it's not going to knock me out, right? Remember, you get in the ring. I like the boxing analogy. Oh, you're going to get in the ring and you're not going to get hit? You're going to get hit 500 times. You're going to start trading and you don't want to get stopped out? And you almost have to embrace the stop. Oh, fuck. Thank God my stop did its job. Love that stop. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Stop. So glad. It has to be, oh, I'm wrong on that one. Okay, do I like it again, right? Next trade, it's always another one coming. This is also mighty, mighty, mighty steep. If we look here, this is so steep, right? I'd want to see that come out of that, right? So, what matters here. I'd want to see that come out of here, right? And you've got a lot. So this is really what it has to clear, right? Before you're going to say, okay, we're going for that, right? You got to get through that. So there's lots of opportunity here for this thing to cook. All right, so you don't know. There's no knowing. Oh, okay, I thought that was going to pivot at the 50. Oh, I guess it's going to the golden zone. As long as this piece is thoughtful, okay, you got stopped. Next trade. When you're doing this, that's when it's like, oh my God, please don't, not this one. Please, this one go. I need this one to go. If you need a trade to go, I can almost guarantee you it won't go. It's the one that you go, wow, I like that setup's pretty good here. I'm comfortable with that risk reward. Let's see what, sure, I'll take that trade. That's the one that goes. The one you need, never go. Last one. I'm so used to calling him Koki. Trader KDI. I kind of like that, KDI. Trader KDI. This is something somebody else likes this. I think it was George liked this, or PK. Somebody liked this as well. I got PK's still on the horn here with me. LQTY. Fuck if I know what these guys do. What LQTY? No idea what they are. But I know Koki and I think George are kind of excited about this one. This is, I like he does that. That's a little hangover from some of our ninja tools that he was porting over. Okay, so let me shit, how do I do this? I don't think I want that over here. I want to just focus over here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, well, that's what you'd call a big old break of structure, right? So, okay, so I got to draw this so you can see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's not to love there? Nothing. Okay, it's awfully abrupt in the 5th, right? I mean, it's just a lunar shot, but boy, that's definitely the right look. If we're talking about, does it have the right look? Yes, that has the right look. That's a good looking impulse. Okay, so, whoa, impulse. What happens after an impulse? Big break of structure. Targets up above, right? So all of this liquidity, right? Just like, I can show you 1,000 times, right? Oh, but this one, right? This, it's just like the fish. Oh, he's got some line. Oh, we better reel him in, reel him in, reel him in. Oh, he's got some line to swim with. Reel him in, reel him in, reel him in. You're in the boat. You got gaffed, right? Where they use that hook, they gaff it. I thought it was going to the moon. What? What? Let's see what we got here. I gotta pull some of this off here so I can see it. Good example on the channeling here, right? So so the 1-2 would have been here. I mean, this is really blown out, right? Monster, right? And it even blows out the 3, right? That's when you know you got a rip-roaring impulse, right? When you're blowing out the channel of the 3rd with the 5th. That's a monster. Okay, so all of that is looking good. It's a good one, Kate. I'm going to call him Koki. KDI. All right, so what do we have down here? So do you see what he's doing here? I see Koki pays attention, right? So here's the potential, right, for mitigation. But look, right, they come right to the edge of it. You see that you see that day trading all the time. They come right to the edge of it, so this remains unmitigated, right? So if we're going to come down here, this is a reasonable target, which guess what? That's why he's got that wicked off, right? So he's got this down here, this, I can get that hot. He's got that right here, wicking that off, right? Because he's been studying market structure. He knows, okay, well, because I tell these guys, all right, your Elliott's good. Let's see how your market structure is, right? So he's paying attention, right? So we come right here, now pop back again. Pop back again. So okay, after everything we've been through, wouldn't you want to check that? So right on that. Oh, I'm going to pull that off for a second. Double, 1, 2. Oh. Okay, I see how he's doing it. Okay, so we got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C into the B, and looking for this. Oh, well, that's sure good looking 4. Well, it looks like maybe you have a triangle in there. Looks like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, before we come down. That's a good one, Koki. A, B, C. Well, see, you look at this and you think, okay, what am I looking for? Right? I've got the impulse. I'm looking for 3. I'm looking for 3. I'm not looking for 5. I'm looking for 3. So do you have bias? Yes, you have bias, but it's intelligent bias. It's bias based off of what the market has already printed. Impulse, correct. What's our low here? Oh, I'm sure he's got this marked here. Break of structure, right? So we're coming right into the kill zone. I'm gonna move that out, right? Here's the, well, so if that gets there, if we fuck around here and we come down here, now we're into that mitigation zone here at the golden zone. Let's pull it up here so we say legit. Just a bit of mitigation here. Sweep that low. Right, sweep the guarantee you there stops right there, right? Because once it went up and they didn't get it here, so if you were long here and you came back here and went up here, where's your stop? Probably right there, right? Now, have you moved it to here? Right, once it went up here, did you move it to here? Probably, right? Unless you moved it all the way up, right, and you're already out. But for bigger players, their stop will be right here. So let's look at the count. Where's the golden zone? See, well, look, goddamn, KDI. Very nice, right? He's jumped on this, right? So he's studying, right? So where's the liquidity, right? So he's already marking it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So here's a nice combo of market structure and Elliott Wave. You cannot trade Elliott Wave and not be trading market structure. They are the same side of different side of the same coin, I guess is what I want to say. 5, 3. Okay. Now, do I want to sit down here with a limit order? Definitely not, because I don't know that that couldn't do that. We never know. Nobody knows. Don't let anybody tell you they know. Okay, if it comes down here, okay, what, right? I've shown it 10,000 times. Okay, because I can control that risk. I don't have to wonder, oh, well, maybe I'll stick around. If you're gonna, so you can trade that kind of thing with leverage. So if you get a hit, big payday, right? Now it stings a little more when you get stopped out. You got to make that decision, right? Are you trying to stay long here? Fuck, what is? I don't even know what it is. LQTY. I have no idea what it is. Do I care? Not really. Now, if I were going to buy it to hold it, I want to know a little bit of what their use case is. Why? Why do I care about LQTY? Somebody does. That didn't happen out of nowhere. Money committed, right? Remember, in market structure, every time you break a high or a low, that's showing you a commitment of capital, because the money has to be committed to break the pivot. So when we go here, think of it this way. When we have it this way here, and you're thinking about taking the retracement, if they don't get a new low, right? If we don't get a new low here, right? Which again, it's the only thing we ever do. Which side breaks? This side, this side, this side. You've put 10,000 combinations on here. At the end of the day, the next decision, that's it. That's all it is. Which side? Okay, one here. Oh, this side broke. Oh, fuck. Wah, wah. One side broke. Okay, can I not just do the exact same thing again? Yes. What's the constant there? The risk control. That's the constant. The rest of it, it's the puzzle. You got everybody? I think we do. PK, you got anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
We covered everything.
All right. Well, we got 164 people on with us. That's kind of nice. Well, shit, I didn't do much for the... Sheesh, I didn't even see the chat. I get going here, so I forget to even look at the chat. Well, it's a good thing, because not many people were posting. All right, well, we had a few people watching. I always hope, right, that I do this at the end. I'm supposed to do this at the beginning. Why do we do this? It's not so much about the setup. It's not so much about the next setup. We do it because hopefully you learn something here, so that you go, oh, you know what? I was on that live stream the other day. I've seen that before. Because for the most part, that's all we're doing here. Oh, I've seen that before. I've seen that 15,000 times before. Does that mean I know that that's not going to do that? No. But I've seen it before. I know what to do here. As opposed to, fuck, I don't know what to do. Do I buy it or I sell it? The vast majority of traders, that's what's going on in their head. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I better go to YouTube and figure it out. See some ICT shit where I'm 27-1, my last winner in the euro. Come on. Don't swallow that shit. Okay, guys, that's all I got. Hope you learned a few things. We actually have people adding rather than leaving. Okay, hope you learned a few things. Remember, you can always join us for free. You always come into our Discord. It's free to come in. Right now, if you want to get into some of the other content, well, you know. We have a paid, right? The Discord's paid, and then if you want to get into the belt systems, right? If you really want to learn this stuff, right? I mean, you know where PK came to me? Right? He was studying Elliott, right? He was an Elliottian, right? Some of the best traders I know joined Trade Devils. Funny, right? Everyone who works for me all came from the membership. It's a privilege for me, right? I'm lucky. I'm just lucky. Just lucky guy. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there and wish you guys a good afternoon, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'm tempted to try to start doing these on Friday as well, so I may do the Friday as a live stream as well. Okay, you guys have a good afternoon.